5 ways to win at Power Grid. Whether it's your first time playing, you can't seem to win, or you're just looking to sharpen your game, these 5 simple tips will help give you the edge you need. Number 5. Set aside money at the start of the turn. Before you buy any power plants, look ahead to how many cities you want to connect to that turn and count the connection cost. Set this money aside. Also, look at how much your resources should cost and set aside that money. The trick is to do it without your opponent seeing how much money you have. What you have left over is how much you should consider spending on power plants and extra resources. For example, if I was playing red and I wanted to connect these 2 cities this turn, it would cost me 7 plus 10 plus 3 plus 10 electro. Also, if I'm hoping to buy and use this power plant, I'll need 3 coal, which should cost me about 10 electro. So I'm going to save 30 electro and I can spend the rest on a power plant. I can't tell you how many times I've missed a connection cost by 1 electro because I spent too much on a power plant or buying extra resources. Maybe 7 times. Number 4. Keep the end game in mind. To win, you usually need to be able to power 17 cities. More would be better. Don't get caught at the end of the game with power plants that can't power enough cities. Don't spend a lot of money on a power plant that only powers 4 cities and then immediately need to replace it the next turn. These are endgame plants. These are not. Know the difference. It could save your life. Number 3. Choose a winning city to start. Don't just pick a starting city because it's your favorite or your hometown, although this is a fun way to play the game. Instead, try to choose one that has low initial connection costs. These will be popular spots, so don't build too close to another player. There's nothing worse than getting boxed in early. Ideally, you want a city that allows you to expand in multiple directions. It might be harder in step 1, but it will be especially useful in step 2 when more cities open up and you can expand into other players while they're competing to expand into you. Number 2. Hold back some turns. Don't always have the most cities connected, especially if you can't power them anyways. Purposefully try to stay in last place on some turns and use the time to buy the best power plants, stock up on resources, and sneak into the best cities. But be careful you don't fall too far behind. And number 1, sabotage other players. Watch what your opponents are doing, predict what they need, and screw up their plans. Is there a city next to them that's cheaper to expand to than all the rest? Put your connection down first. Do they need coal to power their plant? Buy all the coal and jack up the price. They really want a power plant? Bid on it just to make them spend more money. Here are some common mistakes not to do to win. Connecting too many cities when you can't power them, and buying extra resources when no one is competing with you for them. There you have it. 5 ways to win at Power Grid. It's a complex game. These tactics won't work in every situation, but knowing them will help take your play to the next level. Do you have any tips you would add to the list? Leave a comment. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like on Facebook. Look for more board game reviews, how to play, and how to win videos at rayreviewsgames.com. Be careful not to far too far behind.
Careful not to fart.